Hello there YouTube world, how are you guys doing? My name is Nandini 3D. It has been a very long time since I've uploaded anything on this channel, and I've been astounded that people have still continued subscribing to it, which shows me that the popularity of Korean dramas has been growing quite consistently, and I would say actually pretty exponentially. I know this by, just being quite observant, even though I haven't been posting on this channel at all. I have kind of known that the popularity of Korean pop, K-pop, as well as Korean dramas has really been growing in India. So maybe that's the reason why people have been subscribing to my channel, even though I haven't posted anything on it in such a long time. I'm actually really quite embarrassed with the majority of the content I've posted so far here. And so let me read you a little passage. It's really quite tiny. I picked up this book again. It's called Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, Aldous Huxley, which I first read when I was a teenager, like at the end of my high school years, and instantly it became my favorite book. And since then I haven't read it again, and I've pretty much forgotten the majority of the story, except, so it's a dystopian novel. And I was reading the foreword. So this novel was actually published in 1932. There is a point I'm going to make. So if you're like, hang on, I'm here for Korean dramas, what point are you trying to make here, Nandini? There's a point. So this book was actually first published in 1932, but this particular copy is from much later, and it has a foreword written by the same author, Aldous Huxley, which he wrote in 1946, which was, I guess that's 14 years after it was first published. And I would like to think it instantly became a classic dystopian novel because it is phenomenal. I read this book before I read 1984, and I hated 1984 because of, I just think this is far superior to it. So let me read you this short part from the foreword, okay? Chronic remorse, as all the moralists are agreed, is a most undesirable sentiment. Now, the first line in itself was pretty deep, and I was like, wow, is he talking about depression? And I suffer from depression, and I have been in a quite a bad bout of it recently, so I'm going to read that line again, but he's not really talking about depression at all. Chronic remorse, as all the moralists are agreed, is a most undesirable sentiment. If you have behaved badly, repent, make what amends you can, and address yourself to the task of behaving better next time. On no account brood over your wrongdoings. Rolling in the muck is not the best way of getting clean. Art also has its morality, and many of the rules of this morality are the same as, or at least analogous to, the rules of ordinary ethics. I'm going to read that line again. Art also has its morality, and many of the rules of this morality are the same as, or at least analogous to, the rules of ordinary ethics. Remorse, for example, is as undesirable in relation to our bad art as it is in relation to our bad behavior. The badness should be hunted out, acknowledged, and if possible, avoided in the future. Now he goes on to critique his own book and talk a little bit about how he would change it if he was to rewrite it, at that point and stuff. But I have not been very comfortable with a lot of the videos that I have previously posted on this channel, and to the point where I kind of never tell anyone that I have a YouTube channel. It's been dormant for such a long time as well, and it's something that, I was really quite proud of, because I got 100 subscribers really quite quickly when I was posting very regularly at the beginning of me starting YouTube, at least starting, when I was kind of doing more K-drama content. And at that time I was so passionate about Korean dramas. Since then I started learning Korean, and I have kind of stopped doing that as well for multiple reasons, but it would be something I would love to get back into, perhaps in the medium distant future. Not immediately, definitely not this year, perhaps maybe next year. And I've learned a lot more about Korean, like authentic, genuine Korean culture that is separate from what we get to see in Korean dramas. I still have not dabbled into K-pop because I still am a person who can get very addicted to things, and I do not want to be addicted to any more than I already have. I have so many vices, I have so many addictions, and I don't want to be addicted to to K-pop. So I actually do want to get back into reviewing media, and I remember I had but it's here on the channel. The last few things that I had uploaded were under Media Update Media I8, which was kind of like a podcast series on dramas, and I used to go episode by episode. I don't know, maybe I would still be quite interested in doing that with some choice, very kind of, I guess, selected with discretion. Dramas that have been selected with quite keenly, I guess, because, I'm not making any sense. What I'm trying to say is I'm really quite tired out now, worn out by the same old, double love triangle plot scenario. It's really, really boring to me, even if the leads are extremely beautiful or, people I've crushed on and stuff. It really, I find it very disengaging. Like, if anything, it's the opposite of engaging. I find it thoroughly boring when there's a very conventional plot. Now, there are so many Korean dramas I've watched that are phenomenal, and some of them are romantic comedies or romance love triangles, but most of the ones that I genuinely 100% love have so much more going on, or not your typical love triangles. Now, those are the dramas I would love to continue watching and perhaps even reviewing. So I am keen to make more Korean drama related content, but in addition to that, I have this year watched quite a few Indian films that and a few foreign films as well, like not Korean and not Indian and not Hollywood either, and especially the Indian films and some incredible independent Indian films. They've just kind of completely left me awestruck, and I want to really talk about these pieces of fine art, like they're so good. Like just thinking about it gets me so excited, as you can probably tell. So I actually want to kind of steer away from this Korean drama focus and just kind of look at the rest of the world's and also Indian phenomenal cinema, not just dramas, because dramas are quite long. I don't know. So I do have a desire to continue making YouTube videos. It's a very long, laborious process for me because my equipment isn't the best. My setting isn't the best. As you can see, the lighting, oh my gosh, let's not even talk about my hair. I mean, my makeup will always be weird because that's who I am. I wonder if I'll ever start wearing, like, very conventional makeup. Maybe, like, 10 years down the line. Yeah, but I just wanted to say thank you for sticking around if you've been subscribed for a long time, or if you've just, like, over the last few months or years, or last few years, if you've come more recently and just been intrigued by some of the content. Now, I would love for you guys to suggest to me some dramas that you think I should be watching. I have not watched a single drama from 2019 that was released in 2019. Not one, nothing. I kind of stopped watching Korean dramas. Recently, I've been watching some older ones. Like right now, I'm in the middle of Healer for, I think, the 4th or 5th time. It's a really good drama. So I did a little bit of research, okay? Little smidge of research. And I got really overwhelmed because there are so many Korean dramas. And I went to, I think it was Ranker. Yeah, ranker.com, where people get to vote on the top 50. There's, what is it called? Hang on one second. I've got my laptop here, which is why I'm looking over here. So on ranker.com on 20th August, it has a page called the best new Korean dramas of 2019, and it has ranked, like people get to rank the top 50 dramas, and I did a little bit of looking at some of the pictures, which honestly don't tell anything, and the names, and just kind of getting a feel for is it a romance or what is it, just by looking at the names and like the cover of the dramas. And it was impossible, honestly. Like, I can't tell how good a drama is or anything. But I did pick out 3, and I would love for you guys to tell me if these are worth watching. One is called Different Dreams, and it is, I think it's kind of a spy-based drama. And the thing is, one huge downside to it is that it's 40 episodes long. However, it's saying on Wikipedia that each episode is only 35 minutes, so I suppose it's about 20 episodes if we go by the 1 hour kind of rule. So it's by MBC TV. Let me know if you've watched it and whether you think I should watch it. I'm intrigued, obviously, because it's not a romance. Please do not suggest to me your conventional rom-com unless you think it's absolutely hilarious or phenomenal or really quite original and fresh. Another one is called Big Issue, and this has 32 episodes. Okay then. 32 episodes, and each episode is only 35 minutes, according to Wikipedia. And this is about, here's the synopsis. It says it follows a story of a paparazzo who chases after celebrity scandals. And this elite photojournalist loses his job and family due to an incident and becomes an alcoholic, and then kind of falls into this profession. So that's extremely... Oh, mosquito. Kill. Killed it. This is the second mosquito I've killed on camera. Sorry. Yes, so it's, that's obviously much more intriguing to me than a typical rom-com. And the last one that I just, randomly picked out is called The Crowned Clown. And this one, according to Wikipedia, has 16 episodes. It's TVN. And I would assume that each one is an hour-ish long because it doesn't say the running time. And it's a periodical drama, or what should I say, historic drama, which isn't my favorite genre at all. But it's saying it's kind of like The Prince and the Pauper, where they find a kind of a body double or something like that, but it's more planned. So that might be interesting. At the moment it's ranking the least. I think I'm most interested in Big Issue, the paparazzi guy, and then Different Dreams, the spy lady, and then perhaps The Crowned Clown, although I'm not very intrigued because I find historical dramas with royalty to be very boring. Not all, there are some good ones, but generally speaking, they're not quite my cup of tea. So I'm going to sign off now. It's been a nice long video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me and subscribing. Please let me know what you would like me to watch, and eventually I would probably even change the name of this channel. It all depends on how consistently I feel like uploading and how much work I put into this channel. But yes, I'm really excited to be back, at least in the present moment. And also I would love to know whether you would like me to do reaction videos or the highlights of my reactions. Those are a bit difficult to film because, as I said, my equipment isn't best for recording videos, and on top of that, right now, like at least in Delhi where I am, it's not very hot, so I'm able to record this without my camera shutting off every 5 minutes by overheating. So I'll see if I can, because I know that's like the best content, not just as a viewer, but also the best content on my channel so far has been my reaction videos. But also, like, I'd be happy to do reviews as well, but I would do it episode by episode, just like I did with Bride of Habak, which was a horrible drama. And I will also promise myself, just to make this an easy process for me, that if I start hating a drama, I'm not going to continue reviewing it, even if I do continue watching it, because I don't need to be so committed, man. It's just media, you know, and there's some things... Yeah, just take it lightly. I'm gonna take it lightly this time around. Okay, so this has been a very personal chat that I've had with you, and I'm prolonging it for no reason, so I'm just gonna say bye now. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe, I guess. Alright, bye.